Hello, April. Jam-packed month, got a lot of stuff done. Didn't get everything I wanted to get done, but you know, me, so, you know. The goal was to have a Zapper video out, the Bayou Billy one that you guys asked for, done, and I looked at it and it's huge. So I'm actually about halfway done with it now, and at this rate, it could end up being in the hour-long range. So let me know what you guys think of that right now, because I'm editing it as we speak. I'm about halfway through, like I said, so I'm around half hour of actual footage ready for watching. So there's gonna be another half hour, basically is what I'm looking at. So if you guys think the video's too long, let me know. Basically what it is it's like a Let's Play, and I've seen Let's Plays go about that long before, so you know, but it's all edited, so it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to make it as tight as possible and all killer, no filler, but there's probably some filler. It's just hard after watching it for a while to realize which is which because you're just so in it. Let me know what you think about that. I could leave it, you know, in the longer hour-long range, or I could cut it down a bit. It's always really hard when I get through with it, like I don't even know what to cut anymore, so let me know what you think about that. So that Zapper video should be out mid-May, so a couple weeks into May, maybe 3 weeks into May, something like that, because I've got other stuff going on at the end of this month that I'll talk about next month, and I've got some other stuff going on immediately next month that I could talk about. I guess I'll just tell you. So next month, shortly into May, the video game year's 1986 is due. I just finished 1985. That's what I did most of the month, and then I recorded the new portion of Bayou Billy and edited half of it, and it's been non-stop just editing, and it's insane how big it is. It's gonna be 1986 will be the focus of early May, and then by mid-May, I need to have the Bayou Billy one done. So your input right now will be invaluable as far as how you want me to cut it down. Man, I can't sit through an hour-long video, or yeah, keep the long videos coming. It seems like most people seem to be cool with the longer videos, but if you're not, let me know. I won't take it hard, and I need to know that, because if I make an hour-long video no one wants to watch, and I could have made like a movie. I could have made like a half a movie with that time. Not that I could or would, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of time. So there's some of what I did, some of what I didn't do, but what I did get out this month, well, I did finish something anyway. Last night, I did a stream with Andrew from the podcast, the Let's Get podcast. It's always me and Andrew. We recorded us playing NES Remix 2 for the first time ever in front of the internet, and well, about a dozen people at most. But thank you for everyone that showed up to the stream. We had a lot of fun. I think it was a good stream, and we also at the same time recorded a podcast. Sorry about it. I'm in the middle of editing it right now, and I'm thinking this podcast is probably gonna be the weakest so far, just because the format of it is really, it's a live stream that we basically recorded. And I wanted to make it like always be cognizant, okay, this is a podcast, so we gotta be saying things for like the people that are listening that can't see what we're doing. And it was really just too hard to do for our first stream together, to manage that and like kind of give a play-by-play. Do you wanna know what it's like to listen to? It's like listening to a sporting event with sportscasters that have never sportscasted. It's about what it's like. And I'm halfway through editing that now, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. So if you've never listened to the podcast before, there's better episodes, I'm sure. I don't want to downplay this one too much, but it's really not our normal format whatsoever. And I don't know if we succeeded. You know, I'm not quite through editing it, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I think it's entertaining enough, but it's not up to par, I suppose. If you wanted to check out an episode that's pretty good, the one we did before, episode 12, was not bad. Super Metroid, so bad. And as I said, I'm halfway through it, so hopefully it'll be out by the end of this month. I've got a lot of stuff to do right in the last couple days of this month, so we'll see what happens. If you want to check out the stream we did, I plan on streaming more frequently. I was hoping, like I was talking about last month, once a month at least, maybe every week, every other week or something like that. The only time I get together with Andrew though is once a month, and streaming by myself might be difficult. I think I did all right on the first stream. People seem to like it, so maybe I'll do that again, but I'll try to do it at least monthly. So let me know what you think. You can check it out, twitch.tv/letsget047, I believe, but I'll put links, and you can check out our most recent stream. Plus, I'm gonna have the file from Andrew pretty soon, and I'll probably put it up on my YouTube channel. If people don't like it, I might take it down or just not do it again. So as I mentioned last month, Wilson309, Ryan Wilson, who was really awesome on the March stream that we did, you know, helped me find those deals on the Goemon games, said he was gonna make me some stuff because he blows glass, and I got the stuff, so keep it. It's a bomb that could easily be a keychain or an ornament. Blown glass. Friggin' awesome. Look at that. That's dope. I wanna put it on, oh man, I gotta clip my nails. That's not how it goes. Whatever, it's a one-up sound. So a little one-up mushroom, also keychain. Stop focusing on my face, focus on this. Focus on this face. Yeah, camera, you're not good. If I hide my face, it won't know. All right, there we go. So another one, keychain or ornament, could really be either. Awesome. And now big one up. This one's massive. Not a keychain, but it sits quite nicely on the base. And these are gonna be on display in my game room. He also made me this really like psychedelic ball that's got spirals in it. It's freaking sick. I hope you can see the detail. Probably not as well, but you can see through it. It's awesome. Dang, that's so awesome. Looks like an atomic bomb in there. or a really awesome tornado. I'd like to think it looks like a tornado because I love them. I don't love what they do, I just love the way they look. And it sits on this handy base like a crystal ball. And last but not least, we have this super psychedelic one. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see through the top. Translucent glass, is that the right word? And on the top of it, bam, a mushroom drawn in it. In the middle. It's friggin' awesome. So his stuff is so sweet. I want to link to it. Hopefully he doesn't mind. You can check out the art that he's done on his glasswork. It's really awesome. Some of it might be slightly not safe for work. Let's just say it's very Colorado friendly. And he was one of the people that was with us on the stream last night. One of the almost a dozen people. I think we got up to 11 people, but you know, it's the first time, so that's what's gonna happen. But hopefully people will check it out. Hopefully you like it, give us your feedback, and check out the links below. Check out the links down here, and maybe I'll put the video up, like I said. So this is also a vlog, so let's talk a little bit about what I did this month. I went to a concert on April 5th with Michael Anthony of Still Loading, and we went and saw some awesome musicians. It was Chrome Sparks, who I mentioned last year. They were opening up for Anna Monoguchi. It was just the one guy from Chrome Sparks. And then we also saw Trippy Turtle, who I had never heard of before, but his stuff is really sick. Peep it out. But the main reason we went there was to see Wave Racer. I'm so spastic. You can tell from the camera. If you've not heard of Wave Racer, you need to get on it. If you've ever heard of Rusty, I've mentioned him before, you know, went to one of his concerts earlier. Check it out. It's freaking amazing. I don't know how to describe it. It's newer electronic music. I've heard different genres named in these musicians we're talking about here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just listen to it. It's freaking awesome. You're listening to it. Also this month, I went with my dad and my coworker Brandon. You know, Brandon, my coworker. I don't think I've mentioned him on here before, but I do on the podcast constantly. Anyway, we all went to a pinball convention in Colorado, obviously, and we went to it last year and it was a lot of fun. It was kind of like a new, exciting thing at the time we went, and this time it was still really cool, but there wasn't a lot different from what we saw last year. There were some arcades that were supposed to be there. Donkey Kong 2 was supposed to be there, but it wasn't, and they also were supposed to have one pinball machine that's really cool, Monster Bash, and they didn't have it. So, oh well, you know, you can play it at the 2-Up, or actually they call it the 1-Up on Colfax now. It's a barcade in downtown Denver, but you can play it there. That's actually where the concert was. It's actually half of it is an arcade and the other half has been turned into a music venue. Not a lot of new stuff to report from the pinball convention other than what I looked at last year. I don't remember what I put in the video, honestly, but here's some stuff. Some standouts were the Mario pin, which was really cool. I don't know, I just like it because it's Mario basically, but I think it's a really good pin, but what do I know about him? I don't know anything. My dad's got a pinball machine. He's got Space Invaders. I don't have any pins in I don't have any room probably. More on that in the future, maybe? Another awesome one was the Wizard of Oz pin, which I actually got to see with Pat and Joey when we went to E3 2012, and it was Jersey Jack, I believe, and they made the Wizard of Oz pin, and it's insanely awesome. Like, it's got this really sweet digital display on the top. I mean, it's a television on the back of it. Everything about it is just perfect. It looks great. Really cool pin. You should check it out if you ever see it anywhere, but you know, I think it's gonna expand and go out from here because, you know, it's cool. Jersey Jack, peep it out, hopefully. I think they're also gonna do like a Lord of the Rings one, I don't remember. Lots of stuff this month, it was a lot of fun. I had a fun month. But now it's time for game pickups. I need to get like theme music or a title card or something for this section. Last month, I dunced it, as I say, and there were some games I didn't talk about. I said, oh, I got these Japanese games, I didn't talk about them. But here they are. Championship Road Runner, which is actually gonna be Championship Load Runner. I showed you this a few months ago that I had Load Runner. Now I have Championship Load Runner. It's harder. I can't even beat the first one. Why'd I get it? Ah yes, if you've played NES Remix, you know this is the much hated Clue Clue land, but look at how great the artwork is. I had to have it. And actually, there's another reason I have it, which you'll find out about in the near future, but come on, it's awesome. Just look at how cool it is. If it'll ever focus. Okay, Derby Stallion, so Derby Stallion. This game is gonna be really hard to play for someone who's not a Japanese speaker. I'm an English speaker, but barely. So I don't know Japanese well enough to probably play through games that have a lot of Japanese in them, or RPGs and that kind of thing. Sorry about the focus. The reason I bought this one is because it was played by Arino on Game Center CX, and it was a really cool episode, and I was like, yeah, it'd be cool to have it. I saw it, so I just snacked it up. I snacked it. Snatched it, whatever. City Connection. You've probably seen this game because it was released in America. But look at how freaking cool. I have this in America, What? I have the American version of this game, but I wanted it because look at it, it's freaking awesome. And on the back, what? You never see that on the back of a cartridge. That is awesome. It's got a preview of the game in case it's sold loose, I suppose. Weird. ER Kung Fu, which I actually thought was Yi-R or something like that, but it's actually ER. Y-I-E is E. A-R is R, of course, but ER Kung Fu, yeah. ER Kung Fu is a early fighting game. Look at, there's no label. Early fighting game, renowned in Japan as something that's a good game. Oh, the reason I picked this up because Audino played this on Game Center CX and failed the challenge, if I remember correctly. But that's what he does. Sometimes he wins. Sometimes I think he's got a higher win to lose ratio than I think he wins more than he loses is what I'm going for. Also picked up new Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Island Nuevo. This is a really gorgeous game. It's like they crossed the aesthetics from Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story together. It's actually 3D, but from the side. So it's not like pre-rendered like Yoshi's Story was. It basically looks like it was drawn with pastels. So it looks really awesome and it's fun and I've been playing it. By the way, this is not another rehash of Yoshi's Island. This is a brand new Yoshi's Island, new levels and everything. These next two games were not inexpensive, unfortunately, because, but they're important games because they are unlicensed NES Zapper games, the likes of Chiller, which I actually got for a fairly decent price considering how expensive I've seen it online recently. Look at the crazy cartridge. It's not quite an NES cartridge, and it doesn't fit in the NES very well. Like, if you look at it, it's got these weird rounded corners that I'm not showing very well. The corners are rounded, and I tried to measure it with another one. It's about the same thickness. For all intents and purposes, it's basically the exact same, except these weird rounded corners. And I don't know what about it makes it different, but it's difficult to fit in your NES and make work. But anyway, Chiller, stupid, creepy torture game that was in the arcades, ported to the NES, and it's not good. It is not a good game, but it's an important game, I guess, because it's an unlicensed Zapper game, and I'm kind of doing those right now, so kind of felt like I gotta pick it up. I did play it, and it's not good. I kind of knew that, because I had seen Pat the NES Punk did a hilarious one on it, which you could peep it. You'd have to see it. I'm not gonna explain it. And finally, actually not bad, Baby Boomer. This is a pretty weird one. It's a lot like a game that I like a lot, which is Gumshoe, where a baby's going, well, you don't shoot the baby though, which is probably for the best, but you shoot obstacles and enemies that are going, popping up around the baby. You gotta protect that baby. You gotta get him to wherever he's going. I don't remember why he's crawling. They're both expensive, but I think I got decent prices because I've been kind of watching them, and I was like, that's low enough, and I just bought them. If you watch stuff for too long, sometimes it just keeps going. It's like the stock market, especially retro games nowadays. It's crazy how expensive stuff has gotten. It's insane. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to tell you, but it's gone boo. And it's buzz. One more game I picked up that I can't really show you because it was a download. Yumi's Odd Odyssey for the 3DS. I just found out about this. Someone on Twitter told me about it. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Miguel Castro at Link2, that's Link TOO on Twitter, told me about this game. And I had heard about I think it's Sayonara Umihara Kawase or Umihara Kawase Sayonara or something like that. It's on the 3DS, and I just kind of figured it would probably never come out here, and eventually I'd import it or something like that. There were talks about it coming out here, and I guess a physical release isn't in the cards. But last month, I suppose it was, they uploaded it, and now you can download it from the eShop on 3DS. So peep it out. I've been playing that game. It is a lot of fun. If you don't know what Umihara Kawase is, I've talked about it a few times before, but it's about a girl that's walking around with her cute pink backpack that could be mistaken for panties when it flies off. It doesn't do that in this game, actually. It's a platformer, but it's physics-based, and it's a lot like Bionic Commando, but of course it's a lot smoother than that. And you just gotta swing from platform to platform, and you kill crazy enemies that are like fish with actual legs. So they just look like a regular fish body, but they have legs sticking out. Like, it's a very odd looking game, hence the name Yumi's Odd Odyssey, which is the American name or the outside of Japan name, but it's a lot of fun. I would recommend it. I haven't played a lot of it yet. I've played through about 14 levels or something, and I don't know exactly how many there are, but it's $29.99 in the eShop, and I don't know how long it is, but I have a feeling it might be a bit short, but it's a lot of fun, so peep it. On that note, the reason I bought that game was I was notified about it by Miguel Castro, but also I was looking on the Wii U shop channel, and there was a little thing that said, hey, if you've got a deluxe Wii U, click on this thing, and it was telling me to go to ddp.nintendo.com, which a lot of people probably already know about this, but if you have a Wii U Deluxe, you owe it to yourself to do that because you get 10% back on your eShop purchases. And I had not been paying attention to that, but I got automatically got $30 for doing nothing. And that's pretty sweet because, well, I guess that means I've spent $300 in the eShop, which is a little scary, but it was enough to buy that game. So it was nothing. I just bought it free, basically. Finally, games I've been playing. I finally beat Zelda Link Between Worlds on 3DS. I got through that and I was gonna try and do 100%, and I started playing the hero one, and then I picked up Yoshi's new Yoshi's Island, so I dropped that one. But I was almost 100% in Zelda. I had picked up all the items. I just needed to go through again on hero mode and a couple other things that I probably could have done, but it would take more time than it's worth probably. So I'll have to come back to it someday. I always say that, but will I ever? I don't know. Also this month, Super Mario Bros. 3 came out on the Wii U Virtual Console, which is like my favorite Mario game. If you know that, listen to the podcast. I love Super Mario Bros. 3. A lot of people say Super Mario World. I'm in the Super Mario Bros. 3 camp, but guess what? They're both like near perfect games, so either way you win. I'm just a little bit more Super Mario Bros. 3, I don't know. If you want to hear me talk all about why, there's a few podcasts back about it. I also picked up Advance Wars on Wii U. I had played games later in the series, but I hadn't played the first one. I picked it up for like 10 minutes because I was like about to go to bed, but what I played of it I liked. I don't know. Why am I even talking about it? And finally, obviously, I've been playing New Yoshi's Island. I've been playing Yumi's Odd Odyssey and NES Remix 2, which came out yesterday, which was why we did the stream/podcast, which we'll see how it goes. I don't want to downplay it too much again, but it's all right. If you've heard Johnny Ketchum on the podcast, it's all right. So that's what I've got for this month. Something coming up real quick here that I'm going to talk about, but it's going to wait till next month. So I've got to get stuff out quick because I'm going to be busy coming up real quick. So anyway, look forward to that and check out the stream, check out the stuff in the links, and I'll see you next month.